One by one, ships stopped moving, frozen in perfect formation, like insects trapped in amber. The fleet was not destroyed, not damaged, just disabled. The council watched in disbelief. This was impossible. Human weapons were supposed to be crude and loud. Instead, humans had attacked control, not metal, not shields, but understanding. Inside the frozen ships, alien crews were alive, unhurt, able to breathe and think, but unable to act. Another message arrived from Earth.com, and steady. You were warned. The council felt something new. Humiliation. They realized Earth could have killed the fleet, but chose not to. This was not weakness. This was confidence. Some council members demanded retaliation. Others demanded retreat. The hall filled with argument and fear. Then human data flooded their systems. Not a hack, an open transmission. It showed simulations, every possible battle outcome, every alien tactic already analyzed, already countered. Humans had studied the galaxy for decades, not to rule it, but to survive it. One alien commander whispered a truth no one wanted to hear. They are not defending their planet, they are defending their future. The council finally understood their mistake. They had treated Earth like a problem, not a power. The frozen fleet still hung near Mars, silent and helpless. A message written in space. The galaxy had tried to scare humanity. Instead, it had shown its hand, and humans had responded without anger, without pride, without fear. The mistake was clear now. The galaxy had come too close, and Earth had proven it did not need to chase the stars. The stars had already come to it. Why humans show mercy? The frozen alien fleet remained silent near Mars. No engines burned, no weapons charged. Thousands of ships waited, powerless. Inside those ships, alien commanders expected death. They had seen what powerful empires did to weaker worlds. Mercy was rare in the galaxy. Victory usually ended in destruction. But Earth did not attack. Instead, human vessels approached slowly, small compared to the frozen giants. Unarmed in appearance, calm in movement, they docked with selected command ships. Human envoys entered without fear. No heavy armor, no raised weapons. Only open hands and steady eyes. Alien leaders were brought into shared meeting spaces. Medical teams treated the injured. Life support systems were repaired. Confusion replaced terror. One alien commander finally spoke. Why are we alive? A human representative answered simply. Because we remember our past. Humans began to explain, not with threats, but with stories. They spoke of Earth's history, of wars that nearly destroyed them, of enemies turned into allies, of pain that taught hard lessons. They explained that fear once ruled their world. Fear of difference, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. Humans said they survived by learning restraint, by choosing cooperation when destruction was easier, by understanding that power without control only created more enemies. The aliens listened in silence. They had expected rage. They had prepared for punishment, not reflection. One human leader spoke words that echoed through every captured ship. We know what fear feels like. We lived with it for centuries. That sentence struck deeper than any weapon. The aliens realized something unsettling. Humans did not avoid violence because they were weak. They avoided it because they understood it too well. Medical scans showed careful design. Human technology focused on preservation, stabilizing life, preventing collapse. This was not the work of conquerors. It was the work of survivors. Humans explained their choice clearly. They did not want to rule the galaxy. They wanted balance, a place where no species had to live in constant fear. The council received a full broadcast of these meetings. Every word, every gesture, it spread across the galaxy faster than any fleet. Old empires felt uneasy. Young civilizations felt hope. One alien elder finally asked a question that mattered. What do you want from us? The human answer was calm and direct. Respect and distance. They asked for no tribute, no territory, no surrender. Only one rule was given. Earth would not be hunted. Earth would not be tested again. The frozen fleet was slowly released. One ship at a time, control returned without harm. This act of mercy changed everything. It showed the galaxy a new kind of power. Power that did not need fear to exist. As the last ship regained movement, a final human message prepared to be sent, not just to the fleet, but to the entire galaxy. And when that message went out, nothing would ever be the same again. The galaxy goes silent. The final human message spread across the galaxy. It did not carry threats. It did not demand loyalty. It carried a truth. Earth is not a target. Earth is a warning. Every major council, empire, and fleet received the transmission. The words were simple, but their meaning was heavy. The frozen fleet near Mars returned home. Ships moved slowly, carefully. No one wanted to provoke another response. Across the galaxy, plans were cancelled. Invasions stopped. Observation posts were shut down. Ancient councils that ruled through fear began to weaken. Their authority was built on the idea that power meant control. Humans had proven something different. Earth did not chase the stars. It did not claim territory. It stayed where it was, calm and watchful. That made the galaxy uneasy. Young species looked at Earth with wonder. If humans could stand against the galaxy and choose mercy, then survival did not require cruelty. Old empires felt something close to shame. They had crushed weaker worlds without thought. Now they saw the cost of that path. Trade routes changed. Diplomacy replaced raids. Silence replaced fear. The Galactic Council met one final time, not in confidence, but in uncertainty. They removed Earth's red marker, replacing it with a new symbol, a line no one dared cross. For the first time, humanity was listed as an equal power, not because of fleet size, not because of weapons, but because of restraint. Earth continued its life. Cities grew, people argued, dreams continued. Most humans never knew how close the galaxy came to attacking them, and how quietly that threat had ended. In distant systems, alien children were taught a new lesson. There was a small blue world, a world that chose mercy when it could have chosen domination. The galaxy did not fear Earth because humans were strong. They feared Earth because humans chose not to rule, and so the galaxy went silent once more. Not from ignorance, not from fear, but from respect. The quiet after the storm time passed, but the galaxy did not forget. It could not. Across distant systems, sensors still watched Earth, not with hunger, not with plans of invasion, but with caution and curiosity. Humans returned to their routines. They rebuilt cities. They explored their own system. They argued, invented, and dreamed. From the outside, Earth looked unchanged, a noisy planet, a divided species, still imperfect, but the galaxy knew better now. Hidden beneath Earth's oceans and deep within its crust, human systems stayed awake, silent guardians watching the dark. Prepared, but patient, human leaders made a choice. They would not announce their power. They would not form an empire. They would let actions speak when words were not enough. This confused the galaxy. Most great powers expanded after victory. They demanded tribute. They enforced rules. They reshaped weaker worlds. Humans did none of that. Instead, they opened quiet channels, limited contact, careful exchange, help without control. Some young civilizations reached out first, afraid, but hopeful. Humans answered slowly, teaching survival, not dependence. Old empires watched from afar. Their fleets stayed close to home. Their councils debated in whispers. Power felt different now. One ancient species recorded the moment in its archives. They called it the day power changed meaning. They wrote that humans were dangerous, not because they were violent, but because they could stop themselves. On Earth, a new generation grew up. They looked at the stars with wonder, not fear. They did not know how close the galaxy once came to burning their world. They only knew that space felt quiet, respectfully quiet, far away. The Galactic Council Hall still existed, mostly empty now, its screens dim, its authority faded. A single record played on repeat in its memory core. The first human signal, not loud, not angry, just aware. We see you. That message became a warning and a promise. To the galaxy, and to humanity itself, humans understood one final truth. Survival was not about striking first. It was about knowing when not to strike at all. The stars remained distant, but no longer unreachable. And when humanity would one day step fully into the galaxy, they would not arrive as conquerors. They would arrive as equals, watching, waiting, ready. The storm had passed, but the quiet that followed was stronger than any explosion. A silence built on understanding, a silence earned. They were closing the doors, one by one. The Draconian fleet was in the way. We were not destroyed, we were removed. Ships vanished into sealed spaces, locked away where nothing could escape. Those ships were still alive, still drifting, still trapped, forever. The commander survived only because his ship was thrown out, rejected, spared. Why would humans do this? An interrogator asked. The commander laughed softly, a sound full of pain, because they live with it every day. He explained the truth. Earth was not just a home, it was a containment world. Long before humans reached the stars, something ancient was bound beneath their planet. Humans evolved near it, under its influence. Their emotions became strong, their minds adaptable. They learned to survive fear, to control chaos. They did not conquer the stars early, they stayed home, guarding the cage. "We thought humans were weak," the commander said, "but they are jailers." Silence filled the chamber. The confessions spread across the galaxy within hours. Panic followed. Borders closed tighter. Fleets retreated. Earth was no longer ignored. As the commander was taken away, he spoke one last warning. "Do not test them. They are kind, and kindness is the only reason we still exist." Far away, Earth turned quietly, its people unaware, or pretending to be. Below oceans and stone, the doors stayed closed. For now, the truth about humanity, the galaxy could no longer pretend. After the survivor's confession, every great power turned its eyes toward Earth. Fear replaced pride. Silence replaced threats. For the first time, humanity was asked to speak. A full galactic council was called. Ancient species, machine minds, energy beings, all listening, all waiting. A single human representative appeared on the central hall. No armor, no weapon, just calm eyes. "We did not hide the truth," the human said. He simply did not want to hear it. The council demanded answers. What was under Earth? What vanished the Armada? Why humans survived? The human did not deny anything. Earth is not special because of humans. Humans are special because of Earth. Long ago, before recorded galactic history, something older than stars existed. It did not hate, it did not love, it consumed reality by existing. Many species tried to destroy it. All failed. Wars erased systems. Time itself broke. So the ancients chose another path. They did not kill it, they contained it. Earth was built as the cage, layers of physics, gravity, oceans, and stone, all designed to hold a sleeper below. Humans were never meant to be rulers. They were meant to be neighbors. Life that could adapt. Life that could feel fear and still function. Life that could live near madness without breaking. Human emotions were not flaws, they were tools. Anger to resist, hope to endure, curiosity to understand limits. Over thousands of years, humans learned restraint. They built myths, gods, monsters, legends, all shadows of the truth below them. When humans reached space, they did not rush to conquer. They watched, they waited, they warned quietly. The Draconian Armada ignored that warning. "What you saw was not an attack," the human said. "It was containment." The vanished fleet was not destroyed. It was locked away, frozen between moments. Unable to wake what sleeps, the council asked the question they feared most. What happens if the cage fails? The human was silent for a moment. "Then we will fail with it." The galaxy understood then. Earth was not a weapon, it was a burden, and humans carried it willingly. Sensors across the Sol system detected movement, not an escape, just a shift. The ancient presence stirred, reacting to attention. Human systems activated again, quiet, controlled, precise. "Do not come closer," the human warned. "Attention weakens the locks." Fleets pulled back immediately. Even the proudest empires obeyed. The truth spread fast. Children were taught new lessons. Maps were redrawn. Earth was marked with a symbol never used before. Not danger, not enemy, guardian. As the council ended, the human left one final message. "We do not ask for worship. We do not ask for fear. Only distance." Far below Earth's surface, the sleeper turned in its endless rest. Human systems held, human minds focused. They had done this before, and they would do it again. The galaxy's final decision. The galaxy changed after the truth was revealed. Fear no longer came from human weapons. It came from human responsibility. For the first time in known history, all major powers agreed on one thing: Earth must be left alone. The final galactic council was formed, larger than any before, not to threaten, not to demand, but to decide how the galaxy would survive. Representatives spoke one by one. Proud empires, ancient beings, cold machine minds, all asked the same question. What is our place now? Humans did not attend in person. They sent a message instead. Simple, direct. We will not rule you. We will not command you. We will not expand through force. The galaxy listened closely. We only ask for distance and silence. Some leaders argued. They feared a single world holding such power. They feared secrets, but fear was answered by memory. The Draconian Armada, gone without a battle, the survivor's broken voice, the proof no one could deny. One by one, objections faded. The final decision was made. Earth was declared forbidden space, not as punishment, but as protection. No fleets allowed, no probes, no observation stations. The Sol system became a boundary, a line no one would cross. Humanity was given a title, one never used before: Silent Guardians. Humans rejected honors, they rejected authority. They did not want statues or songs. They returned home, back to their quiet watch. Life on Earth continued. Children went to school. People argued. People laughed. Most humans never knew how close the galaxy had come to disaster, and that was how they preferred it, far beneath Earth's surface. The ancient systems remained active, always listening, always ready. They were not perfect. They required care, attention, balance. Human minds were part of the lock. Their presence mattered. Hope strengthened it. Unity stabilized it. Fear weakened it. That was why humans fought their own darkness every day. The galaxy slowly learned a new truth. Human kindness was not weakness, it was discipline. Human patience was not ignorance, it was control. Years passed, then decades. No empire rose against Earth, no threat came close. The galaxy expanded outward instead, away from Sol, away from the cage. Old star charts were rewritten. Children learned a simple rule: there is one world we never touch. At the edge of human space, a final marker was placed. Not a weapon, not a warning field, just a message. This world stands so others may sleep, and the galaxy understood. Humanity was not feared because it could destroy everything. Humanity was feared because it chose not to. As Earth continued its quiet orbit, under the watchful stars, the Guardians remained, not asking thanks, not asking notice, holding the line, so the rest of the galaxy would never have to know. The last warning. Time passed, but the galaxy did not forget. Stars still burned, empires still argued, wars still happened far away, but one place was never touched again: Earth. New generations grew up hearing the story, not as legend, but as law. Do not threaten Earth, do not test humans. Ships learned to change course before reaching Sol. Navigation systems marked it as silent space. Even pirates turned away. Humanity continued as it always had. They traded, they explored slowly, they helped where they could, but they never invited anyone home. Some species believed the fear would fade. That time would weaken the warning. They were wrong. A long time later, a young empire rose at the edge of the galaxy, proud, hungry, confident. They studied history and laughed. Old fears, old myths. They sent a single probe toward Earth, small, unarmed, curious. Human sensors detected it instantly. No weapons activated, no alarms sounded. A message was sent, short, clear: turn back. The probe ignored the signal, crossing the invisible line. For 1 second, everything was normal. Then the probe vanished, not destroyed, not damaged, gone. The young empire never sent another ship. Across the galaxy, ancient minds nodded in silence. The rules still worked. On Earth, humans noticed the event. They logged it, they adjusted parameters, and they moved on. Below oceans and stone, the ancient sleeper shifted slightly, then rested again. Human systems held firm, as they always had. Humanity did not celebrate. They never had. They understood their role. They were not heroes. They were not gods. They were caretakers. As Earth turned under its quiet sun, one final message echoed in forgotten frequencies, a message older than language, carried through time. This world is watched. This world is guarded, and humanity will stand. As long as the cage must remain closed,